Jamar Chase. Don't want to give Patty Mahomes no credit, huh? Pat who, he say? Hey, Jamar Chase, I'm with you, man. I know what you're feeling. Trust me. You feeling like a whole lot of football fans are feeling if you're not a Kansas City Chiefs fan. There's plenty of times you just look at Patrick Mahomes and you say, this lucky son of a gun. You think all his plays are luck, because that's exactly how I've been feeling. But if it happens more than once, then it turns to twice and over and over and over again, eventually you got to say, this ain't luck. That's just magic. That's just gift. And trust me, I do not like the Kansas City Chiefs, but I respect the Kansas City Chiefs. Respect Patrick Mahomes. I respect Travis Kelce. And obviously I respect Andy Reid, former Eagles coach. I'm just glad he got a couple of Super Bowls to go with his coaching expertise over the years. But Kansas City Chiefs, you can like them, you can hate them, but you got to respect them. Jamar Chase, he put a lot of pressure coming into this year, not on himself, but on his quarterback, Joe Burrow. See, Jamar Chase, he going to do what he do. Going to do what he did last year. You know, he's going to rack up the numbers in the regular season, hope to come in the postseason, and continue to play his game. But see, he's a wide receiver. He's going to be able to get his numbers. The only way this pressure would be on Jamar Chase, the way I see it, it'll have to be in the playoffs when they match up against the Kansas City Chiefs. And he drops a ball in the fourth quarter that cost them the game to allow them to get eliminated. Something like that. That's the only way that pressure will be on him for making these remarks. But oh yeah, he put Joe Burrow in the fire though. Because now it was already a rivalry, but this just enhanced it all the way through. But like I said, man, I understand where people are coming from when it comes to Patrick Mahomes. You think every play that he's making is luck. He's extending plays. He's throwing in tight coverage, almost a sack, and he just finds a way to flip the ball out. Trust me, I feel your pain, because I'm looking at this in the Super Bowl this past season against my Eagles, of course. And I don't want to get all into that. I know y'all probably tired of me keep bringing up Super Bowl and my Eagles and what happened. But honestly, that was our Super Bowl. And Patrick Mahomes, man, I've seen it through the regular season, obviously, and leading up into the playoffs. But time and time again, this guy continued to make the play. I don't care what kind of play it is. It's a broken play. It can be third and long. It can be fourth down. And if he does not make that play, his team loses. And you know what happens? He makes the play.
Oh, that's not good.
Not just a play, but something magical, where he's almost sacked, or he throws in a triple coverage, and this ball just finds a way through a gap to get to his targeted receiver for a first down. And usually that's Travis Kelce. Or he finds a way to almost being sacked, and he flips the ball out to a running back, and he scats for a 65-yard touchdown. So time and time again, and I understand these fans out there who do not like Patrick Mahomes. Pretty sure he got a lot of people on his team and like Patrick Mahomes, but he got a lot of detractors too. But his detractors, these are the arguments that they're stating. How many times can this guy get lucky? Well, I'm here to tell y'all folks, it ain't luck no more. Because I done seen it happen time and time again. This guy just breaks your heart if he's playing your team in the playoffs, regular season, or when it counts, whenever it is. But he seems to continue to make the play. So I know what Jamar Chase said. He's saying, Pat, who? He don't even want to acknowledge him at this point. He don't want to acknowledge him because it's a rivalry and he has to go up against this guy year in and year out, and that's the team he has to go through to get what he wants, which is a Super Bowl. So yeah, you're going to be a little naive. And he sees the plays that Pat Mahomes makes out there, and it seems like it's luck. Everything is just magnified. There's always a big play. It's nothing just a simple play for a first down. He just makes magic happen. And it's frustrating. And it was frustrating for me in the Super Bowl this past season getting eliminated. But I will tell you one thing about that Super Bowl. I mean, we're very disappointed in our defense. Obviously, if we lost that game, no one could have told me it was going to be because of our defense. Not in a million years. Now, I would have said we lost that Super Bowl. I would have said, well, it's probably because of Jalen Hurts. You know, he got sped up. The moment was a little too big for him at the time, so he threw a few interceptions. He got a couple of sack fumbles. You know, things, third downs he couldn't complete, and that's how we lost the ball game. I would have said, okay, that's valid. I could have lived with that, looking at that live in real time. But if you was to tell me our defense wasn't going to sack Patrick Mahomes one time, not even that, no deflections, no turnovers, you could have had me. I would have lost everything. You could have had whatever you wanted to have from me if you'd have told me that. So that was disappointing to me that all these years, especially as an Eagles fan, because one thing as an Eagles fan, one thing you don't not have to worry about is our defense losing the ball game. That's one thing we depend on is our defense. So not to have that happen, oh man, you talk about frustrating. You mean to tell me no Brandon Graham could get in there and make any plays, didn't get his name called? You mean to tell me Fletcher Cox couldn't get in there and disrupt something and get a glove on the guy to get him down for a sack at least one time? Sweat? All these guys on defense. You mean to tell me that these guys couldn't make plays happen? I just couldn't believe it. I was beside myself. So Patrick Mahomes goes out with an injury, right? Time we finally get him on the ground, which wasn't a sack, by the way, he leaves the ball game. So we're thinking, okay, this is our chance. We're taking it home now. We're taking it home. This is our moment. He goes to the sideline, gets shot up with whatever it was, some jungle juice, came back out there with a rubber foot, and led his team to a Super Bowl, man. Making plays.
Excuse me, boss.
Man.
You have a text message.
Making plays like nothing never happened. Like he never injured himself, never got hurt, came back in, was fighting to come back into the game. Think he was going to sit out that game? He on the sideline, he was ready to get back in that ball game. But whatever they had in that jungle juice, man. So yeah, man, I'm just saying that what Patrick Mahomes is doing out there looking like Superman and making all these luck plays is what you want to call it. It's not luck at this point. You just got to get a man that's due. He is the best quarterback in the league as of right now until somebody knock him off. Now, the best thing that can happen for the Cincinnati Bengals, since Jamar Chase is, talking and trying to disrespect saying, Pat, who? He's going to have to eliminate this guy from the playoffs. You're going to have to go through him to win a Super Bowl. That's the only way it's going to erase what he said and to make it valid. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, Joe Burrow just got a little extra pressure on himself coming into the season. Jamar Chase, yeah, he put the spotlight on him, but it's not going to be that too much pressure. He's a wide receiver. He's going to do what he's going to do. It's not like Patrick Mahomes out there guarding him or anything like that. Great players is going to make things happen. And yeah, I called him great because that's what he's leading to. He is a prolific wide receiver in the game. And he's going to lead to that. He stays healthy and continue to do what he's doing and continue to work. But Joe Burrow, he's a quarterback. And he's going up against Patrick Mahomes. You know how they always match up quarterbacks against each other. Not to mention it's already a rivalry. So everything Joe Burrow does now is going to be magnified, especially when they match up. So I'm pretty sure Joe Burrow's like, thanks for that one, Jamar. I appreciate that one. But anyway, you got to love it because that's what's going to make football back great again, so to speak, if that's what you want to say. I like rivalries like that. I like trash talking. Everybody likes all this stuff. It's good for TV. It's good for these matchups that comes in the regular season leading up to the playoffs. You want trash talking. That's what makes the game. That's what makes people tune in. That's what they want to see. So Patrick Mahomes had a good comeback, man. You just come back with a photo, showing off your rings, letting them know who you are, and you move on from there. And I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes won a whole lot more Super Bowls. He don't want to just sit on that too, especially if you want to be up there with the elite greats. He's got to continue to do what he's doing. So yeah, that's my take on it, man. And Jamar Chase, boy, that was a good shot though. It was a gutsy one, but Pat who? Pat who? So show us in the regular season though. We want to see what this going. And trust me, I want to see Kansas City get knocked off. Just like the Cowboys for me. It don't matter who they playing. I want them to lose. I'm telling you, every time. And it's all about respect, man. I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but like I said before, I respect the Kansas City Chiefs. I respect Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, those guys over there, Andy Reid, their organization. What they built is fantastic. Trust me, it's built to last for years to come. But they don't need me on no bandwagon. They don't need me rooting them on. They got enough. They take care of their business on their own. So like I said, just a respect factor. But every time they lace it up, no matter who it is, and especially against the Eagles, I want them to lose. I'm looking for them to get knocked off. Don't get it twisted, but the respect is there. And I think the last time, matter of fact, see, I used to like the Kansas City Chiefs, but it was back when, Joe Montana went over there and played quarterback, when Marcus Allen was there at one time. That group of guys, they weren't my team, but I liked watching them play, and I was a big Joe Montana fan anyway. So he went to Kansas City Chiefs. It was good to watch them and wishing Joe well, on the way out. He was a little older, and he was still making things happen, had Marcus Allen over there. But yeah, that was probably the last time really, I like Derek Thomas and, all of that. But yeah, after that, breezed on through and we got this new group in now. It's just something, man, about Patrick Mahomes. And I know people be looking at it like, man, I don't even like the way this guy walks. I don't like the way he be pointing on the field. It just seems like he think he's too much. Like he just hot stuff. I get it. That's why a lot of people be like, man, it's Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? And then you throw the luck plays, which people think they're lucky, on top of what he's doing. Just makes it even worse. But it's not luck. The guy has it. And until you knock him off, you can't say anything. Trust me. I want to take him off real easy and just say discredit him real bad, but you just can't do it. He's too great at this moment. So yeah, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, man, y'all can knock him off, man. That'd be great. I applaud you. You'll make me feel good. Let's go ahead and take care of that for us then, if you could do it. Because if not, then look like my Eagles gonna have to have another chance at it, hopefully, and finish the deal this time. I just hate when year and year goes by and when you have an opportunity like my Eagles had in a Super Bowl, man, you just cannot let those opportunities slip that easy like that when you have it right there. That's the only disappointment for me. But things work out. We continue to build on our team and hopefully stay injury free for the most part, which is hard in the NFL. And push forward, we should have a lot more of those opportunities to win a Super Bowl. So that's my take on it. But yeah, Travis Kelce, you did a good job, my friend. Supposed to cover for your quarterback. That's exactly the way it goes, especially when he's looking for you, when he's in trouble every time on 3rd and 4th down. Yeah, he butters that biscuit. You want to keep on making it hot for him. So this Goodymo Sports Quick Hits, that's my take on it. Somebody beat them Chiefs. We out of here. Peace.